game.
Welcome back to SicEm365 Radio.
Have you downloaded the SicEm365 Radio app? Do it today on the App Store and Google Play.
All right, we are joined by David Anderson. He is the head coach at Bosqueville High School. They are into the regional final. Lindsay in a one-game playoff tomorrow after coming back to win their series best of 3 against Windthorst 2-1. And David Anderson joins us on SicEm365 Radio. Scott Drew will join us at 4 o'clock. David, you guys have rarely trailed. You have rarely ever been in a position where you had to win, other than, of course, playoff games. What was it like to start with that, and then we get into Lindsay, the way your team battled back, especially with some of the adversity you faced last week?
Yes, sir. We haven't been down much, like you said, all year long. And, after game one, in the kids' eyes, I knew that they believed in each other. They believed that we could go get it done. And, we just told them, hey, guys, we're meant for this. We have the pitchers for it. All we have to do is go out and score a couple runs and get after them over these next 2 games. And the guys stepped up and they did it.
You now have a one-game playoff. Was that your decision or Lindsay's?
We in baseball, they asked for a one game. We asked for a series. We flipped the coin and they won it.
When you get to the one, how do you have to kind of not downshift, up to whatever you want to call it, change your expectations or the way that you focus on getting ready for that game as you do for a series?
We're not going to do anything different. Just kind of looking at last week, we told the guys we just played 2 one games back to back. It was win or go home, and if we didn't win, our season was over. So we're going to go in with the same approach that we always do. We're going to play loose, and whoever's hot on the mound is going to keep the ball and keep it rolling for us.
Coach, what's it been like to have this experience with your guys, having a season that's lasting this long, and just everything that I'm sure you've been through, like most out there? What's this just time been like with your players?
Oh, I'm loving it. The kids are loving it. It's been a lot of fun. There hasn't been a day this year where I haven't wanted to show up to the ballpark. The kids have bought in since January. They've done everything we've asked them to do. It's a fun group to be around. There's a lot of energy, and we just love going to the ballpark and playing baseball.
What's that like? Because that's not always the case. Sometimes there's going to be things you face along the way. Oh, before you get to that, what was the story about the bus breaking down after you won Game 2 on your way back to Bosqueville?
Well, that wasn't the only bus issue of the week. Game 1, we're heading up there. The door breaks on I-35. It lets out all the cold air from the air conditioner. It's probably 110 on that bus. We get up there, Game 2, we're heading back. All of a sudden, we got an electrical failure. We stop the bus. We go to turn it back on. It won't turn on. So our main concern really was just making sure we could get parents up there, get the guys home so they can get to bed for Game 3. And, our kids are resilient. I think a lot of people have found out, especially over this last year with COVID and everything, that kids can handle stuff really well. And, they took what was put in front of them and they handled it with adversity, and they went out and got it done in Game 3.
Well, that's you know what, you're right. We young people, sometimes we hear them say this, David, that or maybe older people like me, well, kids today don't get it, but they do get it. They've been through as much as most any generation has been through, other than those who's experienced world wars, right?
Right, yes, sir. Kids these days, from going and having to learn online for 6 months to having to go through everything we've asked them to do. And the kids at Bosqueville, from kids who aren't in athletics all through the school, they've done an awesome job. We've got great kids, and they really stepped up to the plate this year. And it's been a fun year to be a Bosqueville Bulldog.
So if another team usually asks for a one-game playoff, and I know in some other series, if you have a really good pitcher, you feel like you'd rather do the one game. That doesn't mean you don't have others. That doesn't mean you don't have one really, really good pitcher as well. But is that kind of the case with Lindsay? Can you give us a scouting report? Because they just knocked out Crawford.
Right, yes, sir. They got a couple pretty good arms. Their strength is pitching and defense. They do a really good job on offense. It's small ball. It's an East Texas style, small ball and run. They got a few arms. It's just, I think he feels with his number one, they have a really good shot. And, I think after watching our series with Windthorst, people figured out that, wow, Bosqueville really does have the arms to compete for a series. So, for them, I feel like their best shot is the one game. And, we're both going to go out there. I know both teams are going to play with everything they got.
Who gets to start for you tomorrow night?
That's inside with the team.
I wasn't trying to put you on the spot. I know you've got options to do it. You're 33-3. 33-3. How about that?
It's been a lot of fun, but like we tell the kids, and the kids have been telling me, is our ultimate goal is to win 3 more. They want to finish the year with 3 more wins, and they want to be state champs. And they've been telling me that since the start of the year, that's their goal. And that every day, wherever we're at practice, we've been practicing all over because of rain. Is they say how many miles we're away from Round Rock, and we were at Whitney this week. We were 82 miles away from Round Rock, and that's our ultimate goal is to get there.
David, when you look at what Bosqueville has done, and obviously I was there at the commencement ceremonies on Saturday night, a lot of success throughout all of the sports, up and down your school. How much does that carry over?
Oh, it's huge. Football this year, going into it, we didn't really know what to expect. And, our guys really stepped up. They handled all the COVID protocols well, went 4 rounds deep, and that led to our success in basketball. Our basketball team, they finished 4th in district, and they have to go play Marlin, who was racking up tons of points. And, they were able to battle through and get a by-district championship. And then 5 of those guys who played in the basketball playoffs in round 2 a Thursday night came out and started for us on a Friday morning at 9 a.m. So our goal was just let's keep it rolling, all our success, and, let's end it with a state championship, the ultimate goal. Hey,
good luck, David. Thank you very much for being a part of it. Good luck with those buses as well, and keep going. You keep going. Thanks for your time.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all for having us.
David Anderson of Bosqueville. They play Lindsay in a 1-game playoff in the regional final. In their playoff run, they had to come back from 1 game down to none to Windthorst. They swept Ranger, swept Frost, swept Toller, and then win 2 out of 3 against Windthorst after dropping game 1.